What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another The Magic Games video. And as you can see, we're getting right into the new patch, version 1.000.300. Most likely the biggest patch yet, even bigger than the one that dropped earlier this month. Clearly, they have just a ton of weapon changes and some to stratagems and enemies. And we'll kind of get right into that. It's a pretty massive patch, so I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as I can. Hopefully I can speak fast enough to keep it within the 5 to 10 minute range, but we'll find out. So the overview. This patch we've made improvements, changes to the following areas: balance changes to weapons, stratagems, and enemies, and a change to spread democracy mission. Alright. So specifically the spread democracy mission. Alright, balancing. General armors and armor with a rating above 100 is now reduced on headshots. Okay, so that's cool. Victory poses will now play on extracted, or for the extracted, excuse me. No Starling Valor on my ship. Burning damage reduced by 15%. Ooh, kind of saw that coming though. Everyone was switching to like breaker incendiary and using a lot of the new eruptors, thermite, stuff like that. That stratagems to the ship that improve fire too. So I guess so. Hopefully the 15 isn't that bad though. All right, now the big list here: primary, secondary, and support weapons. CB9 exploding crossbow, slightly smaller explosion, increased stagger, decrease the number of maximum mags from 12 to 8, which is going to be kind of a theme. You'll see a lot of these weapons have a decreased mag, but then have an increased number of magazines received from supply from 6 to 8. Most of them seem to be just straight matching the decreased number of 8. So you'll get back 8 and you'll basically lose whatever your clip size was to 8. Slight reduction in ergonomics, muzzle velocity increased. I'm not really sure what they mean by ergonomics. If anyone in comments could let us know, or let me know what they mean by ergonomics and how that plays a part in these weapon changes, because it gets mentioned quite a few times. Now the LAS-99 Quasar Cannon increased recharge time by 5 seconds. I think that one's pretty big because it feels like it takes a while anyway. And if you miss your shots, you're kind of screwed. So good luck. BR-14 Arjucator full auto is now the default fire mode. Reduced recoil. Increased the maximum max from 6 to 8. Increased the number of magazines received from resupply to 8. So there's that whole 8 number that they seem to be playing with a lot. As I said before, you'll see that more. Placed now amongst the assault rifles. So hopefully these changes will make it feel better. We'll find out. The LAS 98 laser cannon, slightly increased damage, so right on. Slightly reduced damage versus large volume bodies. Rip. SG8 Punisher Plasma, decreased maximum max from 12 to 8. Unfortunate. Increased the amount of magazines received from resupply to 8. Increased projectile speed, but will keep similar range. Decreased damage fall off on the explosion, now placed in the energy weapons category. So there you go. ARC-12 Blitzer, increased shots per minute from 30 to 45. Nice. Now placed in the energy weapons category. R36 Eruptor, decrease the number of maximum max from 12 to 6. I think that's kind of a big one. Increase in damage drops off slightly. Explosion damage drops off slightly faster. Man, I swear I can read. Trust, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just going too fast. LAS-16 Sickle, decreased the amount of magazines from 6 to 3. Rough. All you sickle enjoyers in there. LAS-5 Scythe, increased damage from 300 to 350. Decreased the max number of mags to 6 down to 4. Like I'm telling you, they're really hitting a lot of clip sizes. And I think that's actually like the biggest feel that most people are going to really realize whether their weapon's been nerfed or buffed, is that those clip sizes, they matter a lot when you have to try to clear these mobs. Trust. RS-422 Railgun, increased armor penetration in both safe mode and unsafe mode. Stagger force slightly reduced. MG 101 Heavy Machine Gun third person crosshair enabled. Finally. 63 CS Diligence Counter Sniper, damage increased from 128 to 140. Improved ergonomics. Again, there's that ergonomics, and shoutouts to the damage increase for a sniper. Right on. Let me know, sniper mains, how you guys feel about that. RS-63 Diligence, damage increase from 112 to 125. Right on. P-19 Redeemer, slight increase in recoil. Rip. P2 Peacemaker, increased damage from 60 to 75. Nice. P8 Senator, increased damage from 150 to 175. Speed loader added when reloaded on empty cylinders, speeds up reload on empty considerably, so faster reloads, which is nice. Keep you in the action. LAS 7 Dagger, increased damage from 150 to 200. Right on. AR 19 Liberator, damage increased from 55 to 60. AR 23C Liberator Concussive, damage increased to 55 to 65. So like, yo, I'm a big believer actually in the Liberator. I know a lot of people consider it mid, and that's fair. But I really like the way the Liberator Concussive fires. I just wish the clip size was bigger. So maybe this damage increase will make it feel a bit better. I'm definitely going to be trying that one out my next run for sure. JR5 Dominator, damage decreased from 300 to 275. Rip. AX/AR-23 Guard Dog, damage. Oh man, again, decreased damage by 30%. That's kind of a lot actually. I don't know how you guys felt when you're first starting out, but as one of the earlier options to get to kind of help your survivability as well as your damage output, that's a rough one for new players, I think, in my opinion. RL-77 Airburst Rocket Launcher. Airburst Rocket Launcher will no longer detonate when shot near stratagems, HMG turret, sentries, resupplies, and other Helldivers. So basically, if you're having detonations just from it firing, that won't happen. So right on, big win. Reduce proximity radius. Sounds like a nerf, or was that causing the explosions to happen near other things? In which case, maybe that's good. I don't know. Let me know for any of you guys who actually use the Airburst rocket launcher. Stratagems, AMG 43 machine gun sentry, increased health to match other sentries. Why was it ever lower? A/ARC3 Tesla Tower, increased health by 33%. Shout outs to the Tesla Tower users. FAF 14 Spear, added reload stage reload after the spent missile had been discarded. Okay. RL-77 Airburst Rocket Launcher list. So I guess for the stratagem itself, you just see these changes. Assuming that's what list means. Best guess. Enemies. A lot smaller of a list, as you can see, much like the stratagems. Bow spewer and nursing spewers, move speed slightly reduced. Right on. Hawks. Force required to stagger them slightly increased. That's kind of sad. Hulk Sculpture, direct flamethrower damage reduced by 20%. That's great. I'm tired of being immediately eviscerated just from being touched. Devastator fire rate slightly increased on the standard Devastator only. They made sure you guys knew about that one. Gunship sideways movement slightly increased. Scout Strider Riders now less vulnerable to explosions. Okay. Fog generators health and armor increased. Alright, gunship spawners now have a much lower cap on how many gunships they can have active at the same time. There you go. Enemy patrols. This one I do not understand. If anyone, please comment and let me know what you guys think the thought process is behind this, because it feels like it's punishing solo players. Patrol spawning has been increased when there are fewer than 4 players. The fewer the players, the bigger the change. For 4-player missions, there would be no change compared to before. The biggest notable change will be for solo players at higher difficulty. So that means the higher difficulty you try, the worse they're trying to make it for you for playing solo. And I don't get it. Can anyone let me know? Is it just to force people to play in groups, or to not do things on their own? Like, I don't know. Like, someone who might have some knowledge, you know, send me the tweets, hit me, Zero the Magic Zero on Twitter, let me know. DM me. I am so curious about this change. I don't understand it. It seems completely unnecessary to me, but hey. Gameplay. Minor level generation improvements to how we distribute locations throughout the mission map. This should improve variation in distance between objectives, and objectives will likely not spawn as far away from each other as before. Adding settings in the options menu gameplay section to disable automatic climbing and vaulting while sprinting. Nice. And now you'll no longer run up on top of your resupplies, guys. The spread of the spread democracy mission, otherwise known as Raise Your Flag, can now be enjoyed on higher difficulties for maximum freedom spreading. There's that specific mention to that mission earlier. When readying up, Helldivers now salute to ensure maximum democratic readiness. Added ambience to the trimmer planetary hazard to underline the severity so Helldivers can react accordingly. Shots that ricochet from heavy armored enemies will now properly hit the Helldiver who fired them. Trigger discipline is highly recommended. Well, there you go. And there is just a ridiculous amount of fixes. They, I guess, fixed a lot of crashes, UIs, and bugginess, and as well as weapon exploits and things that would kind of hurt you as well for weapon exploits. So apparently there was one for grenades, I think was in here. Yeah, an exploit that allowed overly eager Helldivers to use grenades excessively. So I guess you could have like a kind of like weird reloading, or not reloading, but cycling exploit that allowed you to use those more. But then they fixed things like, where's the anti-material? Oh, this one here. Anti-material rifle would consume extra magazines when canceling the reload. And that also happens to the recoilless rifle right below it. So those are, you know, some fun changes there. But this is quite a laundry list of fixes, which you can kind of read through in your own time. That will be in the description below. I will post this link. So if you guys really want to go through the fixes, if you're looking for something that affects you, you're more than welcome to. And for anyone else who's made it this far through the video, thank you. We're pretty close to that 10-minute mark. I didn't quite hit it, but hey, you know, if you like your boy and you like these recaps, we'll keep doing them for a while longer, at least as while I'm still playing the game. So Zero the Magic Zero. We'll catch you on the next one, and peace.